We're very excited to have Randy come back. Please give a very warm welcome to Randy Taylor.
Some of the greatest teachers that we have in life are our kids. How many people here have children? Okay, find out what's causing that? Okay. I have 5. We just found out. I had no idea. My wife had to sit me down. You can't impact the behavior of 1,000 people, but you can impact one. And if that one person impacts another, that's how organizations grow and that's how they die. What does that voice tell you? Think about that for a moment. What does it tell you? No, you can't become that. No, you couldn't earn that much money. No, you couldn't achieve that level of success. No, you couldn't have that body. All of these voices that we hear every day, it is, I guarantee you, the #1 challenge of success for any of us, and something that every one of us can overcome. It was a voice that I grew up listening to as a kid that was pretty loud, based on the fact that I grew up in poverty and parent alcoholism and lived on the streets homeless at 14. Grade 10 is as far as I went in high school, so I'm technically overqualified as a consultant. So this question, what is your potential? When was the last time you really gave that some thought? So here's what your potential is. You and I on a regular basis, safe to say that we face challenges? Who believes we do? Yes? Are there times that, the marketplace is dictating challenge? Times that people don't show up for work? Times that, competition is challenging us? Times that there's disruption in the marketplace? Of course. So safe to say that on a regular basis, you and I can have good days and bad days. Who here has heard of Elon Musk? Yeah. So this is the comparative. Elon Musk came from South Africa, came to Canada, worked for Scotiabank, who hasn't done that, and went off into the business world wanting to create products that would change mankind. I didn't have those same thoughts when I was 17, but he did. Think about what he has faced since the day that he went into business for himself. He started out saying, you know what? I think it would be really beneficial if we were able to trade money on the internet. And the world said, no, right? You can't do that. That's not possible. You'll never get past all the banking regulations to be able to do that. Created PayPal. Then he went on and said, with combustion engines and the environment and everything else, I want to build electric cars, he said. The world said, no, see, you can't do that. Electric cars, those are golf carts. You can't do that. And he built Tesla Motors. And I know they're having some issues with the Model 3 right now. My money is on him figuring this out and getting past it. And a financial analyst report that I read about a month ago said that they're projecting that Tesla by 2022, remember when that was a long time away, by the way? Yeah. By 2022, we'll be doing $73 billion a year. And then he said, I want us to be a multi-planet species, and so I want to get into the rocket business. And the world said, absolutely not. No private company has ever competed in the rocket business. You can't do this and go against China and Russia and the multi-billion-dollar multinational corporations in that space. And he started SpaceX, and they built a rocket and it blew up, and they built a rocket and it blew up, and they built a rocket and it blew up, and they built another one and it didn't. And he ended up winning a contract with NASA, and they're now the #1 preferred supplier for putting satellites into space and delivering products to the space station. And then he said, this taking satellites into space, it's so expensive, like $300 million. If we could bring that rocket back and reuse it, that's where all the money is. And every physicist in the world said, it can't be done. December the 21st, a year ago, they landed the first rocket back on a barge in the middle of the ocean, and now over 80% of the rockets are returned. And now the cost of delivering a satellite to space has gone from $300 million down to between $6 and $9 million. And here's my point. Is he crazy smart? Yes. Great engineer? No doubt. Fabulous businessman? Yep. But what he possesses greater than any human being I have ever known on earth is this: his raging ignorance of doubt. I mean, he has the ability to overcome doubt greater than any human being I have ever met. So here's my point. Where we sit today and what he has created, that space in between, That's our potential. And I absolutely mean that. The more that we can learn to overcome doubt, the more that we can learn to believe in ourselves and to continue on through adversity, continue on through challenge, continue on through dark days. Keep doing that and you'll become unstoppable. Thank you.